What is emotional control, also known as emotional regulation? Well, this is an executive functioning skill that everybody can have. A lot of people learned it when they were growing up, but if you grew up in a lot of chaos, you may have a problem with this executive functioning skill. But don't worry, you can improve your emotional regulation, and I'm going to tell you how in this video. First, let me explain it. Our emotional regulation or emotional control is our response to our emotions. Emotions come regularly as humans. We regularly respond to situations in our life. We can have emotional control over both positive and negative and benign emotions, but of course, positive emotions aren't very hard to control. They're a lot easier. In this video, we'll mostly be talking about if you have a negative emotion and how to control that. Remember, you're human. Things happen. We feel hurt. We feel triggered. It reminds us of something in the past. There's so many reasons why we could get upset about something that happened. And most of them are absolutely obvious and understandable. If you've been told by anybody that you had anger issues or anger management issues or impulse control issues, or if you get overly excited and a little bit over passionate, then this video is for you because I'm going to teach you how to get better control over your emotions. And that just means intentions on how you respond. First of all, there's the emotions, and the emotions are the feelings in your body and in your mind and the thoughts that come immediately when something happens. Then there's a response to that response. And what I mean by that is when you are overwhelmed by the emotions initially, you might get afraid of those, which compounds the upsetness. You may get angry at that happened, or angry at the person who put you in that situation, or angry at yourself for feeling like you overreacted. So there's a response, and then there's a response to the response. And emotional control is controlling the response to the response, because the first response, that is understandable and regular. With anger management for decades, we've been hearing about the count to 10. This is really important because what it does is it gives you some time, and that is what you need. When you are learning and building skills in emotional regulation, you want to give yourself some time to process those negative emotions and understand them so that you could respond, meaning the way you act or how you are after, in a way that you want to respond. And let me tell you what I do. If I'm in a situation that if I take some time, it would trigger other people or have people notice that I'm upset and I don't want that to happen, I usually excuse myself to the bathroom. Now, this is brilliant. When you excuse yourself to the bathroom, nobody gets triggered because you've abandoned them. Nobody thinks that you're upset and you're going to come back and be mad. Nobody is upset at you, and you get your time to process what happened. Now, of course, there could be other people that had this emotional upset as well, and you might want to stick together. So that might not be appropriate in that kind of situation. If you're all going through it, it might be better to be together and then validate each other. But what I do is when I excuse myself and take some time, and if you get better and better, if you build your skills better and better, you could do this right in the moment. I could do this right in the moment 95% of the time, but sometimes I need some time. So I go to the restroom and then I have compassion for myself. That's number one. When we feel validated, whether we're validating ourselves or somebody else is validating us, it helps release our attachment to the situation, which helps us do the next thing, which is so important. Then we could take that psychic step back. That means you zoom out psychologically from the event and you could see it all as small players, like they're in a play in front of you, or they're on the stage, or you're above the battlefield and you see everything going on. You want that distance. That distance is going to do several things. One, it's going to calm you down. So your parasympathetic nervous system kicks in and your emotions calm, your physical emotions calm. The second thing it does is it gives you perspective. You have perspective about what happened. You understand yourself a lot better, and you understand all the other players a lot better. And from this position and this understanding, you can decide how to act, how to respond to your emotional response. And then you could go back and return to the situation and do what you want. But that means you're doing something that you are intending to do. You're controlling it. You have personal agency and you know what you're doing. You're not having a knee-jerk reaction or an impulsive reaction or an angry reaction that you didn't think through. So this could save relationships. This could save jobs. This could save, it could save so many opportunities in your life if you were able to do it. If this is something you have a problem with and you're able to do it, it could save so many issues in your life. I hope you liked this video on emotional control. And if you want more on executive functioning, watch this video next.